Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyd Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoydFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
Brown's Shoe Fit has a Black Friday deal so good it's available for 3 days. Stop by Brown's Shoe Fit from November 28th through November 30th for 20% off everything store-wide. Brown's has all your favorite brands, plus Lincoln's largest selection of Uggs, which make the perfect Christmas gift. And speaking of stocking stuffers, buy 3 Smart Wool socks, get 1 free during the extended Black Friday sale from November 28th through November 30th at Brown's Shoe Fit, 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole Ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. It is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert with you. AD will join us in just a moment. He is preoccupied outside, talking, mingling, and he's on making his way into the studio as we speak. He's back from Galveston, Texas, is AD. Had a great time out in Galveston, and AD is back in the mothership. We're finding out also as AD gets settled in here, after getting his delicious coffee from the mill, found out today that Raph is coming back into town. Raph is going to grace us with his presence later on today. And AD, as I bring you in here, my friend, I don't know if you saw, Raph tweeted about airlines this morning. Where did you see that?
No, but he texted me this morning. He's kind of told me the dilemma. Yeah.
Does he have a right? Does he have a right to be frustrated?
I'm going to tell you this, Chief. First of all, good morning to be here. We'll get into the pleasantries in a sec. Here's my theory. Once you walk into the airport, all complaints are off.
All bets are off, baby.
I mean, and I feel, Raph, you can be pissed, you can be upset, but the moment you walk in the airport, your agenda is is secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what they tell you in the cockpit or whatever's going on, it's all secondary. So just know that going in, that whatever's, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, because the alternative, drive.
There you go. And he doesn't want to drive all the way to Lincoln.
And you know what, dude? It's to the point. Hence why, Nick, I left. I didn't speak until yesterday morning at 8:30.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's why I flew out 1 o'clock Saturday to give 2-day buffer with everything going on with far as air travel. And plus it was Galveston. I was like, I'm gonna go down there and hang out and just chill.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to deal with this was a conference. So it's like, well, we rescheduled. No, it's a conference.
No, you gotta be there.
It is what it is, man.
And you got to spend a couple extra days in Galveston.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
Yes, it was gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Nick, there was an amazing golf course. And they were telling me about it. They're like, hey, I was like, yeah, it's not going to happen.
The temptation was there.
You know what? Not really. Because I know there's nothing happening until January. It's not even an option. I'm not even, because I don't want to go through that pain again.
Sure.
So, but nevertheless, once you walk in that airport, all bets are off, man. I mean, it just is what it is. And I was fortunate. The flights everything was on time, no delays. I think there was literally 5 minutes on my way out from Denver to Houston. But I mean,
that's not bad
Saturday.
At all.
And Saturdays in the airport this time of year, before the holidays kick in, is a ghost town.
Mm-hmm.
Sundays, your business travelers start leaving out. So that's why through Sunday, I'm like, nope, because if there's a hiccup, it could be some staggering effects, some ripple effects. So I flew out Saturday, but man, it's good to be back, brother.
It's good to have you back. Bach and I held down the fort yesterday.
Awesome.
It was a great time with Bach yesterday. And when we talked a lot of Nebraska's, victory, 105-99 against Oklahoma.
A freaking game.
What a game, man.
That was Saturday night, right?
That was Saturday night.
Saturday night, in our group text, we were texting back and forth. I'm watching the game literally on the beach, watching it. And dude, first of all, when they were down 16, I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Were you surprised they came back? Because I was.
I was. Okay, look, I don't know how to say this. I wasn't surprised that they came back. I think that this is how they're going to need to win games. This is kind of something I said yesterday of this is how they're going to need to win games, and they're going to need to shoot their ways out of a deficit or out of a slump. Like that's how this team's built. And so it more so, it less than surprised me. It was more so of, okay, we're doubling down. This is who Nebraska is. This is how they're going to win games. And hopefully they continue that this weekend.
You know, Rink Mass in Sanford, first of all, good. And I was sitting there just in amaze. And it's not Rink Mass anymore. It's Freaky Rake. Freaky Rake.
Mm-hmm.
It's Freaky Rake. That song's before your time, you know. But he was just, I mean, they all did. It was just a collective effort.
It was.
So it was good to see that. Nick, we got a great show. We're going to dive into some more, but we're going to talk about James Franklin, Virginia Tech, Lane Kiffin. Is he going or staying? NFL weekend wrap up. Last night's game was, I'm sorry, Pete, but that was a horrible game. I didn't even watch the fourth quarter. I'm like, I'm going to bed.
Dallas controlled it though.
Yeah, they control it. They control the whole thing. Watch the kind of the thing I like about YouTube. And Nick, we didn't get to talk about this. YouTube and Disney made up.
It's back.
It's back. So I'm going to cancel my Hulu now.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, yeah. Hulu's like, wait, what?
Whoa.
What happened?
We just started dating here.
Yeah.
It's not you, it's me.
We haven't been together long enough for there to be any issues.
You know that old line? No, it's not you.
Yeah,
it's me.
We're still in the honeymoon phase.
Yeah, it's
now we're in the free trial phase.
Yeah, so I kicked that out, canceled that. So it's good to have that back.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about the weekend, and also, man, the big thing we'll talk about 9:30. Man, is the Chiefs' reign over? So we'll discuss that to all you Chiefs fans out there. I know Raph was happy as a mug, and all the Broncos fans were pleased. A good friend of mine, Ronnie Rothy, is a pastor up in Omaha, man. He's a huge Broncos fan. On his Facebook post, I was dying laughing. He goes, you like apples? How do you like them apples, Chiefs fans? I'm like, boy, his flock may not be happy next Sunday. They're not gonna come.
Well, where is everybody?
Offering plate might be a little skimpy.
Just gonna be preaching into the middle of an empty church.
I would suggest you don't preach anything that has anything to do with a donkey.
Yeah, right.
Swimming is good to be back, man. Only bad hiccup on my trip.
Okay.
The hotel you seen that was off the
chain.
I
saw.
You know, but it's just that was cool.
Okay.
I forgot my iPad in my hotel room.
In Galveston.
In Galveston. I am 5 minutes away from the airport. And it was a total amateur move. Amateur move. Because I usually always check my bag when I check out. You know, the hotel. I look over everything. And I was distracted because I was on a phone call. And I was 5 minutes from the Houston airport. And I looked and I just started laughing. I'm like, AD, you knucklehead.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew exactly where it was.
Yeah.
And I called the hotel right away. And at first the lady goes, no, we haven't found an iPad. And I'm just thinking, no, I'm looking at it on here on my phone.
I know. I see Find My iPhone. I have it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You have it.
Yeah, you're just trying to get a free iPad.
Well, the thing was, Nick, and this is how much I love you, Nick.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
They had me there until today.
Oh.
So they hadn't cleaned my room because it showed I hadn't checked out yet. And she goes, and she says, I'm going to call you back. I'm going to do one more thing. I said, ma'am, technically, I wasn't supposed to leave until today. And Nick, I really flirted with the idea of staying down in Galveston one day.
Did.
Just to write and to work.
Yeah.
But if there's a hiccup with flights again, I'm like,
nah, you're not here tomorrow, and then it's going through a whole deal.
Yeah, I just and I can see Nick going, oh, so we just don't show up to our job.
I would have loved to have it.
We just stay down in Texas, huh? Oh, okay. I say we're all
nothing wrong with Texas.
No judgment, but that sucks.
Nothing wrong with Texas.
So I called back, and she called me back. She goes, yes. She goes, it didn't show you were checked out yet, so we didn't clean it because you didn't request service. She goes, we have it. It's down with security. She gave me the proper ways to take care of it. I'm going to have it overnighted today. I'm going to kind of do my, go online, UPS it. But dude, I just seriously laughed. I'm like, AD, you knucklehead.
Yeah.
And so that was the only hiccup, man. But that was self-inflicted.
That was all your fault.
Self-inflicted. So. Another thing, Nick, I'm going to tell you. I got a privacy screen for my iPad.
Your laptop?
My iPad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about my iPad. It's a privacy screen.
Yeah.
And dude, because when you're flying, there was a dude literally
I know.
Almost working with me on
there's a lot of people that have wandering eyes.
Yes.
Oh yeah. that's exactly why I got a privacy screen on my phone.
See, I don't have one on my phone.
Oh, you gotta have it on your
should.
Phone. Yeah.
But because the thing yesterday, and it hadn't arrived. It arrived when I was gone because I ordered it literally from the airport in Denver Saturday.
Sure.
I was on the way there. This lady was basically in my laptop with me, and I just kind of looked, and just kind of looked over like I was looking to the side. She turned her head real quick. And I was thinking, really? Do you want to write this for me?
Yeah, right.
You got any suggestions? And so I ordered it literally from the Denver airport while I was there. It came in. See right there?
You can't even see anything.
You can't see anything, man.
It's incredible.
Can't see nothing, man.
Yeah.
Can't see nothing. So I'm just like, yeah, I want that privacy. Nick, we first things first. Does Lane leave?
We start with Lane.
We'll get to Franklin in a second. Do you think Lane leaves? And were you surprised? Text line, let us know. 402. Oh, gosh, there's that dadgum seat again, Nick.
Just go ahead and just lift it up. Just act like nothing even happened. You don't even have to. No, don't. You have so much temptation right now. AD, just act like it didn't happen. Raise the chair, and we can continue with our conversation about Lane Kiffin. Whoa! Look at this guy! Look at this guy! Wow! He fought through the temptation. Oh man!
402. Nick, thanks for coaching me through.
Yeah, I had to. Somebody had to.
464-5685. Nick, I was shocked, but not surprised. What were your initial thoughts with the flight trackers and the family visiting? What's your initial thoughts? And text line, let us know as well.
Well, nothing is as stupid as flight tracker season,
right?
Where you're tracking all these PJs and all these private jets and stuff, and staring at the airport, and people are just camping outside the Baton Rouge and Gainesville airports right now just because they are too, they want to know if Lane Kiffin's plane lands.
Hold that thought for a second, Nick.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. If you're not media, if you're just a regular Joe, why in the heck are you posted up at an airport?
Even if you are media, why are you posted up at an airport?
But I get it for the media because it's a story.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of your job.
Sure, yeah. But
if you're just a fan, why are you at the airport?
Yeah, but think about from the case of, like,
I thought it was crazy when we did it here.
You're standing outside of an airport for 30 seconds of glory to see the plane land and then go into the hangar. Like, that's what we're doing?
I don't get it.
Bro. And so here's
their own, though.
Teach their own. Yep, just touch grass. But like, I guess if you're one of these people, I mean, now granted they went viral on Twitter, seeing Lane's family get off the planes in Baton Rouge. They've On3 reported that they've toured. The family has toured both Gainesville and Baton Rouge, and On3 also reported that Ole Miss has told him he has to make a decision and notify them by November 28th's Egg Bowl, Ole Miss versus Mississippi State. He's got to make the decision by then because they have to have ample time.
Do you like that move or not?
Hey man, it's bold. Simply because what if Lane doesn't tell him? What if Lane doesn't give him an answer?
That's why I like the move. Because you know what, Nick? I'm not going to leave my program and my coaching search to go on through December, January. Wait,
sure.
No, to the playoffs. No, we got to. Listen, Nick. If you get on the plane, you doing your due diligence, we're going to do the same.
Yeah,
you got to protect the institution.
I think you're right about that. But my point is this: so let's say November 29th comes around and Lane hasn't given him an answer. So you're going to fire him?
Bro, you got to make.
I mean, you can't fire him.
You got to have plans in place. I'll say that.
Sure, but you
know what, Nick, in this business, which means you both understand, I'm not saying you fire him, but I'm saying there's got to be something in place. Like, you know what? We're giving you almost 2 weeks to make this decision.
Yeah.
We've done everything we can for you. You know what I'm saying? Respect us enough to make a decision.
I think there's mutual respect between the two.
Be respectful, we can make it. And you know what? We'd love to have you stay. We get it. It's a business. So give us that opportunity to find someone in the meantime. Don't leave us hanging like that.
Yeah, no, I think it's really interesting. Once again, it appears it's between LSU, Florida, and Ole Miss. Which I mean, and then having the big picture conversation of the whole conglomerate of the coaching carousel, like who's left? Like who are these? You have we'll get to Franklin in a moment, but you have, I mean, Ed O is a name out there.
Tell me what door I'm gonna come into.
Okay, like that doesn't move it moves the needle, sure, because he was part of that LSU team in 2019, one of the best to play of all time. But it's at the end of the day, like Lane Kiffin's the hot name. Mm-hmm. So then I also have the conversation of like, if you're Florida or LSU or even Ole Miss, whichever two teams don't get Lane Kiffin, where are they going to go? Who do they turn to? Obviously, it'll be their second choice, and whoever they hire will know that I wasn't the first choice. It is a crazy kind of just
Let me ask
twist
you this,
of events.
If you're, let's play hypotheticals here. If you were the AD at Ole Miss and Lane leaves, Franklin's off the board, Lane is gone, Signetti's gone.
Yeah.
Braum, although they laid an egg, which we talked about that. Braum is gone. Who are you going with? Who's your next pick?
Oh, man.
Text line, let us know where you would go if, like, obviously we're just playing hypotheticals. If Lane Kiffin leaves Ole Miss, who is your guy that you're bringing in?
Okay, so I'm trying to think on the fly here. Elko signed an extension, which I think A&M's a better job than Ole Miss in terms of resources and availability there. Maybe you try to swing Lincoln Riley, but Lincoln Riley doesn't want to be in the SEC. I don't know. I mean, to this point though, that's why it's important for Virginia Tech to lock down James Franklin before any of these other jobs that are better than Virginia Tech come available. Because I would also imagine that if let's say Lane Kiffin goes to LSU, Florida's looking for a head coach. I'm sure James Franklin was going to be the first call that they made, and so that's why it's important for Virginia Tech to lock down James Franklin. But okay, so if you're Ole Miss, though, I mean, I don't know where you turn. I don't know where you turn because here's the other part is it's going to be tough to replace the football coach Lane Kiffin. I don't know if we realize how much his personality provides notoriety and awareness for the Ole Miss brand. Mm-hmm. You can't replace the personality of Lane at Ole Miss. And so it is going to feel a lot different around there if Lane Kiffin's not the coach at Ole Miss next year.
You know who I would go after? Joe Brady.
Sure, but okay, so it's the same with Joe Brady. He's in the conversation for Penn State. He's in the conversation for LSU. And if he's in the conversation for Ole Miss, one of those teams aren't going to get him.
And just to let you know, in case you don't know who Joe Brady is, folks, he's the offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. He was with the LSU Tigers as well, had stints with the Saints. LSU, obviously, he was there in 2019 as their passing game coordinators. The Carolina Panthers for 2 years. He's a hot name right now, Well,
and so
do you think Penn State's going to pull the trigger on him? Or you think?
I have other conspiracies with Penn State right now.
I want to hear. I want to hear this. I'm back in town, man.
No,
Let me know.
I can't put it to the ethos. It's dependent on this weekend's game. It's dependent on this weekend's game. That's all I will say. I have conspiracies. Either way, Jordan P said on the text line.
There was a song called "Look at All These Rumors Surrounding Me Every Day. I just need some time for Nick to tell the way."
I don't know that song.
All these rumors. Nick, I want to know.
I can let you know.
Okay.
Jordan P says there's always some hot coordinator. That's one thing I will say.
You're right, Joe P.
There are, right? And like the popular names have been Colin Klein, the Texas A&M offensive coordinator, former Kansas State quarterback and K-State alum, Will Stein.
Eric says, "Is Mike Riley updating me?"
But another hot coordinator is Will Stein at Oregon, obviously. Yep. Brian Hartline is a coordinator at Ohio State. He's the offensive coordinator. But the thing I'll say about those are great candidates for jobs like Oklahoma State or Stanford or Oregon State. We're talking about middle to top tier SEC jobs here.
I think you have to have.
You have to have these programs, and not to say that Colin Klein and Will Stein, I mean, Kenny Dillingham did it at Arizona State. Not to say they can't make the jump and be successful, but for what these programs, the donors, the boosters, the brass, what they feel like they deserve and what they should get is an established winning head coach. That's whether that whether that expectation is realistic or not, that is what they feel. And so, and to your point, those are great coordinators. I think a lot of places would be great to have them. But let me ask you this: for Penn State, does Brian Hartline move the needle for you? What you're getting off of Brian Hartline is his track record at recruiting and developing the wide receiver position, which he did countless times at Ohio State, and then obviously this one season of him being the offensive coordinator. So you're going off of that. but does that fit what Penn State has been known for? And as we know, you don't want to go against what a historical identity is. To where Penn State's going to be this air raid team now with incredible playmakers on the perimeter. It's like you can't do that. Penn State has built their last decade under James Franklin, that is, at having a really strong defensive front seven. They've put dudes in the league in those positions, and then been dominant at the running back level. Now, there was a time, sure, where they had Chris Godwin and they had other players on that perimeter. Tyler Warren was obviously really good for them. They've had they've had some really good skill players at some really key perimeter positions.
Jackaroo.
But also at the end of the day, I think you don't want to go away from and I think like Brian Hartline doesn't move the needle a whole lot, I think, for a place like Penn State, LSU, or Florida.
Unknown texter 0595. Good morning. Unknown texter 4661. Both said Kyle Whittingham, Utah's coach, man. He's been there at Utah, I think 20 years, 21 years, give or take.
Well, the only problem with Kyle Whittingham is that he's 65 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And
so now you don't like old people.
That's not what I'm saying at all. It's just that
he goes, AD officially, he's at retirement age.
Yeah. So here's the thing, though, is this is how you can kind of read onto the tea leaves. Just during the 2024 season, so just last year, Utah extended Kyle Whittingham through 2027. Mm-hmm. So that would be put him at when he's 68. Mm-hmm. So that kind of tells you the tea leaves of that. Okay. I also think Kyle Whittingham would be stupid to leave Utah. He's got a really strong spot there.
And at 65, and not saying because of his age, but because of his age, do you want to put the type of work in?
Yeah.
From going to the Big 12 to going to the SEC and laying new groundwork? You got to have some, like those those rivers kind of go all over the place and they just spread out like a tree. Mm-hmm. How many contributaries do you have in that conference? You know what I'm saying? How many connections do you have down there? I mean, and as you know, Nick, that is a win now situation.
I think everywhere is win
everywhere.
Now.
Everywhere it goes.
Yeah.
I would say it, with the exception of Arkansas being one of those, because they've invested the money. It's like you're telling me to win now, but you're giving me $1, but you want $100 job, but you're giving me $1 to work with.
It is so interesting, just the narratives that are out there now, to where when guys go take jobs, it's like, all right, like yesterday, James Franklin takes the Va Tech job, and it's like all right, James Franklin's going to Virginia Tech, and Virginia Tech has promised, a large amount of resources to the football program to provide a roster for him. Mm-hmm. Everything has that tagline of like with an additional promise to funding, with an additional giving. Like there's so much there to where I think in a couple of years, number one, I think that's why it's win now. Number two is in a couple of years, if you don't have the results, it's going to be just a revolving door, because you won't be able to use the argument of, well, I didn't have what was needed. I didn't have what, and that's why it was so unique when Matt Rule said it a couple of weeks ago, when all the Penn State stuff was coming out, just because it was almost as if it was like he was saying he didn't have enough to compete nationally. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. But now you do. Like Nebraska, they've made that very clear last week in the bye week press conference that they have everything they need to not only recruit but also retain. And so, okay, like if you want to be held to that standard,
produce.
Understand what you just opened the door to.
Better produce.
Understand what you just opened the door to, and that's not just Matt Rule. That's coaches across
everywhere.
The country.
Absolutely. When you got the cooking facilities that Nebraska and those elite programs have, you better have this. You better have the record and the results to match with the kitchen they provided you for, because it's a high pressure situation. When we come back, we'll talk about James Franklin, man, because I got a funny story I think I've shared with you when I was speaking at Penn State with him. And I always liked James Franklin, man. Like I said, I don't know him well, obviously. Don't know him, period, other than a couple times I was there. We'll talk about when we come back, folks. It is a tremendous Tuesday morning. We'll be right back.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. Brown's Shoe Fit has a Black Friday deal so good it's available for 3 days. Stop by Brown's Shoe Fit from November 28th through November 30th for 20% off everything store-wide. Brown's has all your favorite brands, plus Lincoln's largest selection of Uggs, which make the perfect Christmas gift. And speaking of stocking stuffers, buy 3 Smart Wool socks, get 1 free during the extended Black Friday sale from November 28th through November 30th at Brown's Shoe Fit, 66th and Q in Lincoln.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole Ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O, sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Fight fans, Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, November 21st for a massive night of cage fighting action. UFC veteran Derek Minner headlines as he faces Missouri's Jacob Ritchie. In the co-main event, Lincoln's Nate Morrow battles Ashton Caniglia, with Sean Lindgren and Jeremy Small throwing down in the featured pro bout. Local prospects Easton Edmond, Boudin, and Andrew Huffman lead the amateur side. 16 total fights are set for another electric night in the cage. Tickets available now at Ticketmaster.com or the arena box office. Fight card subject to change.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Acreage owner getting ready for winter? Make it easy with John Deere compact tractors and gators from Acres Equipment. Add snow blowers, front blades, cabs, heaters, and loaders to tackle every chore. Right now, in-stock units are priced to move with competitive financing to fit your budget. Get winter ready today at acres.com. Acres Equipment, your acreage handled. Financing subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial. Not all customers qualify. See dealer for details.
Go hog wild, pit barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mike Smith, founder of The Bay. Join me every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for your weekly Disrupt, where me and local misfits will interrupt your drive time with this week's most interesting stories in sports, entrepreneurship, and culture. So tune in to your weekly Disrupt every Tuesday afternoon on 93.7 The Ticket, where disruption is just a phone call away.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right. Found out some interesting news. Okay. I'll keep it to myself.
Shocker. That's surprising.
Yeah, shocking.
I still can't get over when you allowed your chair just to fall down. It was like the world was ending.
Nick, you noticed the discipline though? Because you coached me through it, Nick. You said, AD, you can do this.
I could see the temptation to use the voice. It was oozing out of you. We didn't need that.
You know what, Nick, before I hop in, this is very good text and very interesting text by unknown texter 5162. Drop your name in there, my man, or my gal, whoever it may be. I love this. It's a dangerous time to start a new job because everyone is expecting Signetti-esque quick turnarounds now. Signetti is a statistical outlier and most likely will never happen again, but is now the benchmark because people are impatient.
Yeah,
brother.
It happened to them. Why can't it happen to me?
Yes, it's the expectation almost now, and so unknown texter 5162, very enlightening and very poignant point that you put in there because I think it's true. Everyone wants that next lightning in the bottle, if you would. And so they will do what they got to do to get it. Folks, this segment is always sponsored by our buddy, Jack Russell, who just drove by about 10 minutes ago. He is back from Cuba, Havana, Cuba. Man, he looked like a gangster in that car he took with the picture with the stogie dangling. I'm glad he made it back, man. He got up by the cartel or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm glad too.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Nick,
know what you're saying.
Say, know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
I want you to say, know what I'm saying?
I know what you are saying.
I understand your statement.
Yes.
Jack Russell has been a well-respected rep since 1999 with Farm Bureau. You can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Or visit Jack at one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and see how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau can take care of you. Jay Foreman. Facts, bro.
Jay's
Facts,
coming after Marcus Freeman.
Facts. Hey, Jay, little bro, Nick, little bro.
I've got on your side.
Do you? So it's like that movie. It's like that movie. I think it's The First Gentleman, whatever it is. God bless America and nowhere else. So you're saying basically God bless Notre Dame and no place else.
That's not what you're saying, Nick? There's nothing to go around.
So explain your statement.
Go around.
Explain your statement. You said have God on your side.
Yeah.
So is Notre Dame the only school with God on their side?
Not at all. One of the many.
One of the many.
One of the many.
Things like one of the many, but only Notre Dame.
Yeah. Go Irish. Coach Harvell from Husker Baseball comes in last week, and we were talking. I think it was Friday, and Austin and I were talking, or Bach and I were talking about Nebraska or Notre Dame football and the game with Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price and stuff. And I'm sitting in the production studio in the back. Coach Harvell of Nebraska Baseball comes in and goes, Nick, I didn't realize you were such a big Notre Dame fan. And I said, oh no, Coach, was it that obvious that I like Notre Dame? He's like, well, a little bit. He's like, I said, well, I do like Marcus Freeman. I said, I've followed him since his defensive coordinator days at Cincinnati.
Coach is more of a man crush. Okay, just
now,
let me be.
What Nebraska does need to do, is schedule a home and home with Notre Dame. Bring them to Lincoln.
I'm gonna tell you, Nick, the pageantry of a game like that
is just I love it.
Wouldn't that feel incredible?
I love it. I love when we went. I don't even know if you were even born. No, I don't think you were born when we took over Notre Dame.
Oh, 01, I was a couple months old.
Come on.
What was it? What year? What month did you guys take over Notre Dame in
Oscar,
01?
Text line, let us know what month that was. I know Eric Crouch that would have been like 2000.
It was 2001.
2001. You weren't born yet. Then. You
Yes,
were like
I was.
1 year old, 2 years,
in
like a couple months.
So it was September 8th. So I was, let's see, March, April, May, June, July, August. I was 6 months old.
Who's a good little swimmer?
Exactly. Still cheering on the Huskers though.
Mm-hmm. Nick, I would like that.
27 to 10.
I would like that. We're talking about James Franklin, folks. Here's the shock factor. Just 5 weeks after being fired at Penn State, lands his first major job of the coaching carousel. I almost said it again, Nick. I did say it again.
That's all right.
Of the coaching carousel. They make their first big splash before LSU, before Florida, before Auburn, and others that even get moving as far. You forget about Oklahoma State. You forget about Stanford. Nick, Stanford, that's a whole nother conversation because that's a very unique situation there. What'll take place there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of like, the gas face.
Okay.
Remember Third Base, the rap group, the Third Base?
I don't. Continue.
Okay. Don't rush me because I love you. The Penn State collapse begin the year as a legitimate national contender because remember, Nick, to your point, you got to be careful what you say because remember for the season, this is our best team that I've been under, the best class. Well, that collapsed pretty quick. Unraveled back-to-back losses to Oregon, lost to a winless UCLA and Northwestern, UCLA and Northwestern at the crib, 1-18 versus top 10 Big Ten opponents. 1-18 swim. Pat Kraft fired him in October. Of course, we know what went on with that situation. The buyout was reduced, Nick, from $49 million to Nina Ross in crap games, what we call 9.
Wait a minute.
From $49 million to
Penn
$9
State
million.
can afford a buyout?
They wanted a clean exit. He wanted a clean start. So it's likely they picked up relatively favorable price for James Franklin. But think about it, reduce $40 million?
Yeah, that's a lot.
49 to 9? It shows you, first of all, James didn't need the money.
No.
So it's a whole different situation with
Still
Brian Kelly.
$9 million is a lot.
It's nothing to slouch at. He's good. But it shows you how he just wanted to be done with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To say, you know what? I'm going to vacate $40 million. I just want to be done. I'm sick of this. Nick, I'm going to ask you this. Did Virginia Tech get the cream of the crop that's out there?
Home run higher for Vatek. I mean, you talk about this is a guy that was at Vanderbilt very successful. I don't think we realize James Franklin has won close to 70% of the games he's coached in. 68% to be exact. He's 128-60. He was 104-45 at Penn State. There are a lot of programs that would love to have a coach with that type of record, that many wins as well. There are opportunity after opportunities for Vatek here. If they provide the resources like they say they are, I would imagine that there's a lot of Penn State commits, Penn State recruits that are going to be getting a lot of phone calls from Vatek and are going to be playing for the Hokies in the next couple of years. I think James Franklin, we forget how down Vanderbilt was before and after he left. Now we see what Clark Lee's done for Vandy nowadays, but we forget, I mean, this is a coach that brought Vanderbilt to actually being somewhat respectable before going to Penn State. And it's not like he failed at Penn State. I consistently, this is the benefit. People always say when jobs open up in September, it's like, whoa, why'd you fire a coach so early? This is why. Because now, you know what? LSU can't come in with their big money and take him. Florida can't come in with more money and take him. They probably got him at a pretty, I wouldn't say conservative deal by any means, but a pretty favorable deal in comparison to what we're going to see Florida try to swing Lane Kiffin for, what in comparison to what we're going to see LSU offer to Lane, what we've seen USC offer to Lincoln Riley. They got the one of the more notable names in this cycle. If Lane Kiffin's not available, then James Franklin's number one on everybody's board.
You know, it's like Jay said, and in the text, Jay, exactly right. Little bro black shirt that $49 million if it wasn't working, which makes you
realized that it wasn't about the money for him. He just wanted to go work. And if he wanted the money, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go work at a golf course someplace and make $1 a month.
Yeah.
But you're gonna pay me that money. Like Denzel in American Gangster. I'm gonna get that money. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna, I want another coach. I want a fresh start. And you think about this, Nick. He has recruited that area for years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this was probably, I was supposed to speak there last year and I was sick at Ocean, for like the third time. Ocean Lakes High School is in Virginia Beach. In fact, Isaiah Moses Hip, who used to play football here, Nick, back in the early, he was here in the early 80s. Isaiah Moses Hip, one of the greatest walk-ons to ever come to Nebraska. Basically, kind of almost hitchhiked to Nebraska to be a walk-on, goes down as one of the greatest running backs ever played in Nebraska. But anyway, he was coaching at that school and helping at that school with track the last time I was there. James Franklin, he knows that area well. All right. He doesn't have to go out there and introduce himself to anybody. He's got deep recruiting roots there in Virginia, especially Hampton Roads. We see, if you go back over the years of James Franklin at Penn State, you're going to see a lot of guys on that roster from Hampton Roads. Penn State signed 6 of the top 10 in-state just 2 years ago from Virginia. And fans have begged for someone that kind of can restore some dominance from the Frank Beamer days, man. Beamer ball. They've been missing that, and they've backed it up with their checkbook and the resources there, man. Like, to your point, I think it's a great situation for Coach Franklin there in VTech.
One of the best high school running backs in the last 5-6 years was right from Virginia Tech's backyard. Should have been there. Travion Henderson.
Travion was in, and now he's putting in work for the Pats.
Travion Henderson was between Ohio State and Virginia Tech, and he was right in Virginia Tech's backyard, and they just weren't able to get him because they haven't been winning. James Franklin brings wins.
Yes, he does.
Wherever he goes. Maybe not on a national level, but this is a guy that was in the college football playoff semifinal last year with a very mediocre quarterback.
Nick, doesn't that seem crazy? That was literally just a year ago.
If you're Virginia Tech, or if he would have been hired anywhere, you are jumping for joy because you got a coach that has obviously understood the new landscape of college football, and he's been able to win at the new landscape. 104-45 was his record in the best conference in all of college football.
Nick, he can drive through Virginia literally with his eyes closed. He knows that area so well as far as recruiting. Unknown texter 0658. I didn't have 937 referencing third base on my bingo card, but I'm all for it. Nick, I'm going to break you off with some third base.
I would love to.
It's some. See how you just dismiss me? You taking your phone? I would love to, you peasant.
Well, I'm checking some other stuff. I'm surfing through sources.
Oh, unknown texter. This is wrong. 6468. I love this. Good morning from Antigua. Rick and Susie Menaji. I'm hoping I'm getting that right. Mick Menaji. If I'm saying that wrong, please let me know. And Baldwin's Roses triplets. Look, Nick, look at that view.
Sorry, co-workers texting. Dude, that looks beautiful.
Look at that. The coffee in hand. Man, have a cup of coffee for me, unknown texter 64. No, Rick and Susie, you guys enjoy that time. That is the Baldwins, the Rose and triplets. You guys have a blast. Don't come back, man. Just enjoy it there for another 3 weeks, 4 weeks if you can. Nick, have you ever been to Antigua?
I have not.
Oh, man, I haven't either, but I heard it's gorgeous, man.
There you go.
Folks, there's a lot more going on. This is it's an interesting time of the year with all of the coaching changes it's just nuts. So we got plenty to share with you. We got history coming up, and then, of course, we got Coach Rule and some presser bites that we'll discuss at 10 o'clock. We'll be right back. It's The Drive.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through November 23rd, enjoy boneless ribeye roast, choice for $19.99 per pound, prime for $29.99 per pound, fresh ham loaf $4.49 per pound, Bush Light 30 racks $17.99 each when you buy 2, and bakery fresh pies $9.99 each when you also buy 2. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the all-new Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide the smooth energy to get you through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found at Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of showers this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mainly cloudy skies with a light breeze. The high near 49. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies and calm winds. Low around 37. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies return with light winds. The high near 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
The savings continue all November long at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln. They're extending their red tag sale with machines priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Plus 10% off snowplow kits, 10% off fly motocross gear, and 50% off all in-stock road tires. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for the holiday season.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Fight fans, Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, November 21st for a massive night of cage fighting action. UFC veteran Derek Minner headlines as he faces Missouri's Jacob Ritchie. In the co-main event, Lincoln's Nate Morrow battles Ashton Caniglia, with Sean Lindgren and Jeremy Small throwing down in the featured pro bout. Local prospects Easton Edmund Boudin and Andrew Huffman lead the amateur side. 16 total fights are set for another electric night in the cage. Tickets available now at Ticketmaster.com or the arena box office. Fight card subject to change.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we're back on this tremendous Tuesday. Weather's absolutely gorgeous outside, Swim. You guys finished up Sunday at what? Was it 16 under or 17?
No. We finished bad.
I thought
we finished bad.
What'd you finish?
11. Second place. I have a bone to pick with some greenskeepers. we thought we played well.
Uh-huh.
We thought, okay, cool. We're going to be in a good spot.
Pin placement or greens were in bad shape?
Pin placement was brutal.
Brutal. Like impossible placements? Almost?
Yeah, like angled. Like holes were, if you even, 2 rotations past the hole,
it's gone.
It's off the green.
What do you think on the stent meter? What do you think they were playing at?
Oh, they were just rolling. They just rolled them that morning. We pulled up to the course and they were rolling them. They was in great shape.
If you're not a golfer, what I mean by the stent meter is just how fast the greens are rolling. PGA, for instance, PGA plays at what, Nick?
Isn't it like 12.5 or something?
12.5, 13 or something like that. Might even be higher than that, depending on what course, what event they're playing.
11 to 12.
11 to 12. So on 11, that's the PGA, folks.
I would
that's
say probably like a 9.
That's quick.
They were quick
for amateurs like us. Yeah, that's fast.
But so I would
I like
say
them
like
true.
They were true and they were smooth. Like, don't get me wrong. But we shot 11 under and we didn't stay for any of the after stuff because we thought we lost. We were like, yeah, it's, and we were saying throughout the round, like, yeah, these are some tough pins. Like, these are really difficult pin placements. And we're talking like, so legally by rule, pins are supposed to be at least 3 paces off of the green, off of each side of the green.
Ohio Husker. Nick, read it.
I run a golf course and stop complaining about pin placement. Everyone has to play them. Here's the
thing.
Shut
your hole.
No.
That's what he's saying to us.
And that's fine.
I'm loving Ohio Husker.
No, and I actually, we like the challenge. Don't get me wrong. But my point is this, of that each pin, and Ohio Husker can probably help me out with this. Like, by rule, I'm pretty sure it has to be like 3 paces off of the green. And these were, right on that 3 paces. To where
so it was right there.
It was right there and tucked behind bunkers. And they were challenging, but we thought that maybe we just were playing rough. And so we left thinking, okay, yeah, we're not even close to the conversation. They ended up calling us and was like, well, you guys got second place, so you need to come by and pick up your store credit.
Nice.
We lost by 1. The winning score was 12 under.
Okay. You know what? I like that because that's legit.
Yeah.
No one was 21.
Oh, no.
22 or something crazy.
We were there. But then we played on the same course in a scramble last month in October, shot 17 under and got 3rd.
And that's golf too.
So
sometimes you're
feeling
feeling
what
it.
it is.
Sometimes you're on, sometimes you're not.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Folks, but congrats on the second place. At least you got some goods though.
I was
man.
thrilled.
You got some goods. In Husker history. Dang it, I just had it and then it disappeared on me, Nick. Well, Nick, I got to find this, man.
That's fine. You can fight through it.
I got to find this because it made me mad because I just had it on there. Oh, keep talking while I find this, man. It's going to make me mad.
Well, okay. How about this? I can do this.
You do yours first because I got to find this one.
Yeah, no problem. So once again,
just monumental. I know what it is, but I want to get the year correct on it.
Okay. So once again, on this day in sports history, there was, so not a ton going on today, but how about this? 50th birthday to David Ortiz. Baseball guys will like this one. David Ortiz, Big Papi, turns 50 years old today. And that's a guy I grew up watching, who I loved watching in the late 2000s, 2008, 2009. Obviously, they have the big, come from behind series victories in the ALCS and the World Series and stuff for the Red Sox. Big Papi, though, who's now fun to listen to as an analyst for Fox. Him and A-Rod go back and forth quite often on it. But he turns 50 years old today, which just doesn't seem real. But yeah, and obviously, thankfully, Big Papi's still with us, because don't forget, there was a couple years ago, it was like a year or two after he retired, he was actually shot in the Dominican Republic.
Yep.
And it was iffy on whether or not he was going to make it. And so
he was critical for a while.
Yeah. So the fact now that he's obviously all good and everything's going well for him, it's good to see. One of the best pranks I've ever seen on national TV is, I can't remember who did it to who, but basically between him and A-Rod, one of those guys filled up the other's water bottle. And obviously with A-Rod playing for the Yankees and Big Papi for the Red Sox, there was rivalries on the field. But one of them filled up the other's water bottle with vodka, straight vodka. And on national TV, they take a drink of it, and not knowing it's vodka, just took a massive drink of what they thought was water, and it was vodka. And you could see the facial reaction of just obviously
not
trying to keep it cool and together on TV. Ooh. That would burn. Oof. You talk about burn. I don't know how you don't smell it.
Yeah, no joke.
By the way, yeah, Big Papi, 50 years old today.
Also, with a big shout out to our little brother, Rico. Rico is 32 years old today, man.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday. You say, oh, wow. You say, oh, wow.
Rico. Shout out to Rico.
Rico is 32 years old. Happy birthday to your brother. Chris Elgert, been on the show with us before. Chris Elgert, happy birthday to you as well. And I wanted to give a shout out to our former Husker brother, Big Chris Garrett. His birthday was yesterday, and happy birthday in heaven. Some of you remember Big Chris Garrett, great friend of William Washington, former tight end that played here, as well as Pete Ferguson. Him and Pete were really tight as well. So Big Chris, definitely not forgotten, man, at all. So big shout out to all those folks for their birthdays, from a history point. And swim, another big history point today. And this is one that's not a good memory as far as that goes. But Nebraska football, okay, lost to Kansas. And I just had it and I dropped it again. Oh, my goodness, Nick. What
is going on with you right now?
I think maybe because of the blind screen, but I want to get these stats out for it because it was monumental on what happens. The first time Nebraska lost to Kansas since 1968. It was this month in Husker history. And we lost to Kansas, and it was not a good situation. Zach Taylor was the quarterback that year. In that year that we lost to those, it was the score was 40-15, 2005. And that was, and also was the same time that same year that Bill Callahan went down to Oklahoma and he did the throat thrashing thing. He got reprimanded by the Big 12. So a lot of Husker history that was, interesting during that time. When we come back, we got Coach Rules, Pressure Points. We'll be right back. It's a drive.
Greetings, Ebenezer Scrooge here. I've always had the reputation of being a bit down on the holidays, but that's all changed since I discovered Nebraska Lottery Merry Money Holiday Scratch tickets. They're fast, fun, and easy.
Scrooge!
Oh, there you are. Pardon me. The ghost of Christmas future and I are going to a holiday gathering. I know he sounds a bit gloomy, but once he starts scratching tickets, he's the life of the party.
Top prize odds vary by game.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of showers this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mainly cloudy skies with a light breeze. The high near 49. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies and calm winds. The low around 37. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies return with light winds. The high near 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Acreage owner getting ready for winter? Make it easy with John Deere compact tractors and gators from Acres Equipment. Add snow blowers, front blades, cabs, heaters, and loaders to tackle every chore. Right now, in-stock units are priced to move with competitive financing to fit your budget. Get winter ready today at acres.com. Acres Equipment, your acreage handled. Financing subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial. Not all customers qualify. See dealer for details.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at CoppellCars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Verne as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostreiter. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. It's The Drive. It is Tuesday. And also, there's a text down here I wanted to get to that I thought. Bud and Lincoln, I wish I could read all of that. But, somewhat close. You've been talking about, here's our full CFP selection committee. Tonight's third reveal by the new constituted real committee. Listen to some of the teams as far as ratings. Ohio State 1, Indiana 2, A&M 3, Georgia 4, Ole Miss at 5. Man, Nick, Ole Miss at 5. You got Oregon at 6. He mentioned this a couple of weeks ago with Dan Lanning, a name that would keep coming out. He goes, "I'm not going nowhere."
Yeah,
if you're Lanning,
why would you?
Will you not leave in Oregon, man? No reason to leave there. Texas Tech at 7. There was a lot of Aggies in the Red Raiders fan, Texas Tech folks in the audience yesterday. A lot of Texas fans. They didn't make as much noise. Baylor was there. They didn't make a peep. When I was kind of shouting out schools we were from, Houston, they didn't make much noise either. But I tell you what, man, them A&M fans was getting after it in the audience yesterday. Nick, Rules obviously was on the we got sound bites from Rules presser and just going to the Penn State. Let's hear what he's got to say, my man.
All right, let's talk about it. Let's go right here. Matt Rule talking about Nick Singleton and Katron Allen. The real question was, how would he describe Penn State's two running backs if you had never seen them play before? Never seen them play before. How would you describe them? Here is what Matt Rule said about the two running backs.
Yeah, they got long speed. They can catch the ball. They pick up blitzes. They can run downhill. They can run outside. They can play them both together. They've been great since they were freshmen. And, I can't minimize how good their offensive line is. Love the center. He's really, really a good player. And they've at their best, they find a way to run the football. And, but they're really talented players.
So obviously it's Nick Singleton and Katron Allen. How about this? He mentioned AD that they've been good since they were freshmen. They're both the same age. 2022 was when the year that they came in. Both of them are just 4-year seniors here this season. Both of them had NFL draft opportunities last year as well. And you look at what they did as a freshman. Katron Allen carried the ball 167 times. Nick Singleton carried it 156 times. Singleton had over 1,000 rushing yards. Katron Allen had over 860 rushing yards. 2023, it was kind of a flip-flop. Katron Allen has close to 1,000 yards, while Nick Singleton has just shy of 800. Then they flip-flop it again, and they both do it really well in 2024. How about these statistics? For Singleton, 1,099 rushing yards. For Katron Allen last year, 1,108. As balanced as they come on the ground between the between the two players last year, they had 20 rushing touchdowns. Singleton had 12. Katron Allen had 8. This season, though, it's a little bit more of a Katron Allen show. Katron Allen, 163 carries, 917 rushing yards, 12 touchdowns, while Singleton also 100+ carries, 419 yards, and 9 touchdowns, 21 rushing touchdowns between the two running backs combined. This is a matter of Nebraska's rush defense versus the power run of the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Jake walking by, he's showing his fins, his Dolphins pullover. They're getting it done. But Nick, to your point, man, as you were reading those stats, I just go to our defensive line, man. They are going to have to play discipline, gap, integrity football, because Katron, I love the name Katron though. First of all, man, Katron Allen,
Katron
Lamont Allen. You know, they both run hard. They run downhill. They're not afraid to be physical. And the thing about both of them, Nick, they can run by you, over you, or around you, and they all have the capability. And then you go in, Coach Rule. What's that?
Through you
as well. Yeah, right through your chest. And as Coach Rule mentioned, that big offensive line is going to open a lot of holes too. So Nebraska defensive line, just the defense in general, is going to have their work cut out for them. And our secondary is going to have to support quite a bit. But also, Nick, they're going to have to play smart, because when they catch you sneaking 8-9 guys in the box, that's when they catch you with that play action or catching a guy on the stop and go or something of that nature. So Nebraska's defense is going to have their work cut out for them in Happy Valley on Saturday night.
Yeah, Ethan Grunkemeyer has been fine, hasn't been exceptional. He's completing, in his short time, he's completing just over 60% of his passes, has 4 touchdowns and 4 picks as well. I want to get to this Matt Rule quote real quick. Penn State offense versus Nebraska defense. What do you see as the head coach? Here's what Matt Rule had to say.
Well, the back, I mean, they've got one of the best offensive lines you'll see in the back. Oh, they have 2 backs, but the 13, took over that game. 10 took over the game against Indiana to get them back in the game, right? So, I mean, I think they've got great run schemes. They run all the different run schemes. I think last game was 50 runs, 13 passes. Yeah, no, that's exactly that. I showed it to our team yesterday. I'm like, hey, guys, 50 runs. Now, to be fair, some of those runs were quarterback dropping back and then running the ball, right? The last drive, I think Michigan State had the ball with 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 14:39. And it was 3rd and 30. They threw a screen. They punted the ball. Penn State goes down and scores, and Indiana gets the ball back with 4:38. So they took 10 minutes off the clock. Not a ball in the air. Other than a toss. Now they dropped back a couple times, and then the quarterback did a great job running. So, we are one of the top pass defenses in the country. We are one of the top, all these different things, but we struggle versus the run, and they are going to come out and run the football. So I look at it as what a wonderful opportunity for our guys to go out there and conquer things that have bothered them. And so we can defend the run. They're just very good at it too. So a lot of credit to them. They had 100 and some yards through 3 quarters. And in the fourth quarter, Penn State went out, and I think they had 130 yards in the fourth quarter. So it'll come down to our ability late in the game to defend the run. And I think we start to talk about stopping the run. That takes everybody. It takes your defense. Also takes your offense scoring points. They're a top 25 defense. They're giving up 316 yards per game. So it'll be a great challenge all around.
So there you have it with Matt Rule. Obviously a great challenge. But once again, so Ethan Grunkemeyer is not going to scare you with your feet. So that's a positive for Nebraska fans, right? Hey, don't worry, Husker fans. It's not a scrambling quarterback. This is a guy that's had less than 10 rushing yards in all of the games he's played in. And a lot of those are sacks, yes, but like at last game, 8 carries for 6 yards. And so here's what I would say, though. This is a game where Nebraska's got to take advantage of Penn State's shortcomings offensively. And there's not a lot of them, as Matt Rule just mentioned. But if Nebraska's able to get Penn State behind the chains or in a 2nd and long, 3rd and long situation, get a takeaway. Like I feel like this defense has not been great this year at taking the ball away and forcing turnovers. Now, Nebraska's offense has done a pretty good job of holding on to the ball as well. So the turnover margin isn't glaring. But this is a game where if you want to steal one on the road, Nebraska's got to go take a ball, go take away a pass, go pick one off. Yes, in coverage, your secondary is really good. But you know what also can take you to the next level when talking about secondaries and defensive backs? Ability to go take a ball away.
Nick, I think turnovers are going to be key for Nebraska on the defensive side to slow down their running game. Because like you mentioned, almost every game that we've played since Michigan has had RPO quarterbacks, run pass option QBs. This is going to be the first one where the quarterback is really not going to scare you on his feet. Ethan Grunkmeyer, we're speaking of the quarterback that's obviously filling in for the injured. What was their starting quarterback's name?
Drew Aller.
For Drew Aller. Took over as starting duty. So he's not going to hurt you. So in a sense, you're going to get a heavy dose of Singleton and K-Trons both. So you just know that.
Think about what Matt Rule just said. They had 50 run plays
50
and 13 pass plays last game.
You know what they're going to do.
If you're Penn State, I would imagine the team meetings look like something like this. Hey, guys, you know what we did last week? We're going to double down and do it again this week. Because Nebraska has been unable and it just hasn't been able to stop the run or even control it this year. And so for a full 4 quarters. And so I just think, like, once again, to Rule's point, this is a chance for the defense to show out and to go do something that people believe that they can't. And that's limit the run.
And as far as that goes, Nebraska has, and like he's mentioned, I was glad to hear Rule just be up front, just be like, hey, you know what, we struggled. And that they're going to have to grow up awfully quick by 6 p.m. Central Time against two of the premier backs in the country, not just the conference, but the country in Singleton and Allen both. And the thing about it, Nick, our linebackers, Deshaun McCullough, what's his health status? You heard any updates?
You asked that question. Here is Matt Rule on the health report.
Yeah. McCullough, full go, Merritt practiced. Anybody else I'm missing? Shavers is out there with his cast. Vionide's just, he's got different DNA. Yeah, Rocco's got a cast, but Rocco's good. So
there you go.
Okay. I think him showing up is going to be the linebacking core and obviously our Russians. And like I said, Nick, this is a game. I would say running wise, this game concerns me more so than even Michigan. Obviously when you had a healthy Justice Hayes when he was playing, obviously he's been out. I think he's out for the remainder of the year, I believe, as well, as far as that goes. But this team here, more than any other teams we've played as far as running backs, this game concerns me. Obviously, King had his deal, with USC. He got his yards. But I'm talking about you got a two-headed Masters. You got 2 of them.
Yeah.
And Nebraska is going to have to tackle and gang tackle. And Nick, one thing we cannot see is guys trying to come in for the knockout shot. You know what I'm saying? Just flying in. No, you have to break down and hit these big boys because those fly-in shots, they will swat you like a flea. So that's going to be crucial for Nebraska is to tackle an open field and to play disciplined football. Because if you don't, and then think about it, if you're Butler and company, you know what they're going to do. They told you what they're going to do. 50 runs to 13 passes. That is not complimentary football. That is football that says we know who we are. You know who we are. Now stop us.
Yeah, and I mean, now to opponents' credits, other than Michigan State, opponents have been able to stop Penn State for the most part. Now, I think that, I'm really intrigued to see what John Butler has to say today. This is a big week for him, and it's a big week for Nebraska's defense. We'll talk about the offense when we come back, but it's a big week for Nebraska's defense because not only this week, but you're coming off of a bye week where hopefully you got your legs underneath you. You were able to recover and get some bumps and bruises taken care of, healed up. But these next 2 weeks are as Big Ten football as you can get.
Yes, it is.
And it's show us that you're made for it because your last test when you played Minnesota, you failed miserably. And so show us that you're made for this moment. Collectively as a team, sure. But I'm really intrigued to see how John Butler kind of goes about and navigates this game plan this week.
Nick, it is going to be, I'm trying to get the weather for Saturday night there in Happy Valley. For Saturday night, it's looking like it's going to be.
It looks like 47 degrees.
30% chance of frozen mix. Happy Valley,
yeah, sounds like a great time.
Sounds like it is going to be.
And where's going to be in Kansas City? Because that's where. That's a real question.
Looks like I can care less what's going on.
Yeah.
44 is the high, which
56 degrees, 56. Baby. Go Big Red. No, that's funny.
It's by time kickoff. It's 7. Obviously, be 7 o'clock on the coast. 6 o'clock here in the Midwest. 30% of a frozen mix that's going to be going on now. It's just going to be cold, man. It's not going to be 44 degrees at kickoff for sure. So it's coming with your lunch.
A little bit different than the weather you played in 2 weeks ago.
Hey, you better believe it, man. It's going to be a lot different. Folks, we come back, we'll talk some more about Nebraska football. Some NFL was sprinkled in there as well. It's The Drive, 9:17.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
All ticketing options for the 2026 Love Nebraska season are now available. Single match tickets start as low as $16, even cheaper if you want to bring a group. Don't miss your chance to see professional stars like Jordan Larson and Lexi Rodriguez in action this season. Purchase your preferred ticketing option today by visiting lovneb.com/tickets. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Hey, Lincoln and the surrounding area. Yin and Yang Acupuncture and Rune Wind Healing Arts is now open at 1701 South 17th Street in Suite 3G and ready to help you improve your general health. If you're experiencing pain, headaches, or any other issues, give Yin and Yang Acupuncture a call today at 402-480-1014 to schedule your appointment. For those struggling with deep tissue pain or just need an experienced massage therapist to melt the stress away, call Rune Wind Healing Arts at 402-601-9721 and schedule your appointment now. Visit Yin and Yang Acupuncture and Rune Wind Healing Arts today in Lincoln at 1701 South 17th Street in Suite 3G.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at koppelcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Fight fans, Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, November 21st for a massive night of cage fighting action. UFC veteran Derek Minner headlines as he faces Missouri's Jacob Ritchie. In the co-main event, Lincoln's Nate Morrow battles Ashton Caniglia, with Sean Lindgren and Jeremy Small throwing down in the featured pro bout. Local prospects Easton Edmond, Boudin, and Andrew Huffman lead the amateur side. 16 total fights are set for another electric night in the cage. Tickets available now at Ticketmaster.com or the arena box office. Fight card subject to change.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we're back on this tremendous Tuesday. Nick, I was thinking about that during the break, man.
Think about what?
That is going to be football miserable, fumble-esque weather in Happy Valley.
You know what I was thinking? Quick game, clock management.
Well, some stats, you know, I'll dig in the stats tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. I was going to dig in some of the stats for Penn State overall this year. We'll do that tomorrow. It's a good tomorrow thing. We got some more sound bites too.
We sure do. Let's talk offensive side of the ball. TJ Lateef obviously making his second start for the Huskers. What are the expectations for TJ in start number 2?
I just want him to go play. You know, they've got a ferocious pass rush. Number 33 is, I mean, besides having 5 sacks, 8.5 tackles for loss, he's also got 3 block punts. I mean, he is just fantastic, and it's not just him, right? They've got good players up and down the defensive line, all 3 levels. So, you know, TJ's there's gonna be times where there's gonna be pressure, and he's gonna have to reverse out and go make a play and run. And I want him to play free. I want him to go out there and let it rip. You know, if he starts, you know, sometimes the first game, you know, the second game you start to don't overthink too much. Just go out there and play through the good plays and play through the bad plays and just say one snap at a time. Use, you know, to me, he's a triple threat. You know, use your brain, get us in the right play, use your arm, make the right throws, and then use your legs. I think those are the things. You know, the biggest probably challenge is just the crowd noise. You know, I mean, it's one of the loudest places I've ever been. And so, you know, do you use the cadence? Do you clap? Do you go silent cadence? You know, how do you do those things? And what is he comfortable with? But yeah, I want to see him play, man. This is a great opportunity for TJ, and I don't want him to play it close to the vest. I don't want our coaches to play it close to the vest. Like we got to go play and see what happens.
I thought that point at the end where he's saying we can't play it close to the vest. I don't want our players obviously to play close to the vest, but doesn't want your coaches to play it close to the vest. It's really interesting. Not insinuating that he feels like they haven't been, but just more so just curiosities there. I think it's interesting with TJ Lateef. I am oddly confident in Nebraska sending TJ Lateef out there. Not only because of what we saw from him against UCLA in a very simplified opportunity, but I just feel like the guy's ready for this. I don't have anything to base that off of. I don't have any inside knowledge to base that off of. I just think that we're going to once again be sitting here after the game on Saturday, win or lose, because I think there's an avenue for both, win or lose, saying that TJ Lateef is very talented.
You know, Nick, I was thinking about this on the airplane yesterday. TJ Lateef showed a lot of composure in USC. Routes were, a lot of crossing routes, a lot of digs, a lot of quick decision routes. Either obviously the RPOs running the pass. The thing that I was most impressed with him, his decisions were quick.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a lot of hesitation there. This is not a Lateef versus Dylan. No, they're just two different quarterbacks. Every team's got that if they have two quarterbacks that are capable. But Lateef, because he is the starter, that's what we're discussing. I liked his acumen out there, like his composure, like his poise.
Yeah.
And he's going to be tested again. Now, obviously, like you mentioned, the elements, it's not going to be 73 degrees at kickoff. It's not going to be a windyless night as far as that goes. It's going to be horrible conditions on Saturday night. And it's going to be a test, man.
Okay, that's part of it. Because think about it this way. I would almost imagine that this is probably going to be the coldest game Lateef's ever played in. Coming from high school in California.
Yeah.
I would imagine that this might be the coldest game he's ever played in.
That's a good point, Swim. That's a dang good point.
So we'll see what happens.
Holding on to the ball in those conditions.
That part. And so, okay, with that being said, I would imagine Nebraska's going to run it extensively this weekend. Just continue Emmett Johnson. Like, continue to show Emmett that you're this dude. You don't have anything to prove. Like, we know you're the guy, but at the end of the day,
I think he does a little bit.
Okay.
In that, and obviously his stats speak for themselves.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say prove. I would say to show up and say that I'm with these guys, with Singleton and Allen. Say, you know what? I'm a dang good back too. In fact, I'm one of the leaders in the country. By 50 yards, I'm just short.
Yeah.
So I think it's a big night for him to showcase that, on a national audience, you know what? I'm a dang good back. So I think it's a big night for him as well. He's also going to be that security blanket for Lateef. But also, I agree with Derek in the car here, brother. He goes, guys, in this game, when our tight ends come out of witness protection program. And I agree with you. I think those also could be some utility blankets for him as well.
Yeah.
With the conditions, like I said, with the conditions out there, short routes. But to your point, man, if they pound it 50, Nebraska's got to be. I'm not saying you match, play game plan for game plan. But we got a workhorse as well, one of the best in the country in our stable.
Yeah, you're right. In regards to the tight ends, I just don't think Nebraska utilizes them much. And it's not because they don't want to or they don't feel like they have talent there. I just think they look at it and say, okay, how do we get the ball into the hands of our most valuable playmakers? And I think Emmett's on that list. I think you also look at it and say, we got to get the ball into the hands of Dane Key and Isaiah Hunter and Ja'Cory Barney as well. And just naturally on really good teams, guys are going to get unintentionally froze out or iced out. Like, that's just the honest truth of it. And you're not going to be happy with the amount of touches that everybody's getting when you have so much talent on your roster. Nebraska's got a lot of skill guys that are deserving of the ball. Luke Lindemeyer's one of them. Carter Nelson's also still one of them. But when, Matt Rule's talked about this, and this is where I will defend Matt Rule of, hey, you know what? When you only have 45, 50 plays in a game because your defense can't get off the field and the opponent's running the clock down and you can't get first downs, it really minimizes and it really diminishes the amount of opportunities you can give to everybody.
So let me ask you this, man. Speaking of, our tight ends, et cetera, and more important to our running backs, they're Allen and Singleton are definitely going to have our attention.
Yeah.
Penn State, EJ is going to have Penn State's attention.
Yeah.
And that big defense, that number 33 was talking about is Danny Dennis Sutton, is number 33, their defensive end for Penn State. His past 3 games, as far as solo tackle, he had 2 against Michigan State, 2 versus Indiana, 1 against Ohio State. But sacks, as far as sacks, he had 2 against Michigan State. He had 1 against Indiana. He's just disruptive. Okay, he's a disruptive force as far as defensive end. With that being said, because they're going to stack, Nick, and there's going to be some times that TJ is going to have to get back in the pocket, do our receivers, the Dane Key, the Barneys, the Hunters, are they much of a threat. Which, like, do they scare Penn State secondary? I'll ask you that.
I think Isaiah Hunter and Barney do. I think not to say Dane Key can't. I think Dane Key is just so much more of a sure catch fire guy.
Possession.
Like, yeah, just like yeah, that's a buzzword, right? The possession catch type of receiver. I think that is what he does and what his role is. I was, shocked at this. Matt Rule said that Sutton has, 5 sacks on the year in this. What's Nebraska's leader? Do you know?
In sacks?
Yeah, who leads Nebraska in sacks? I just looked this up. It is.
Is it Nwaneri?
It is. Williams Nwaneri. Cade Petchock is second with 2. Williams Nwaneri has team high 2.5 sacks. Their leading sack defender has double the amount of Nebraska's. Danny
Sutton. Yeah.
And
he's a beast.
so once again, like, this just goes back to, I understand I'm bringing the defense back into this conversation.
No, it's all good.
But man, like, Nebraska's got to get to the quarterback. This is a game. Think back. Okay, reverse the teams here. Switch them over. And if you're Penn State or any other team, and Nebraska's been in this situation in the previous years, inexperienced quarterback. Yeah, sure, you do some things offensively well, and Penn State runs the ball fine, right? So if you're a defense, what are you probably thinking about doing? Well, we got to figure out a way to apply a pretty heavy amount of pressure to the backup quarterback or to the inexperienced quarterback under center in the shotgun and try to rattle him. Okay. So is this a game where John Butler just dials up blitz after blitz after blitz? We know he's done it in the past. I think you do. I think we're going to see Nebraska bring a lot of heat this weekend just because I think they have ultimate trust in their back end, which they should. But I think that they need a large group effort from everyone involved. I'm talking Marquise Watson-Trent. I'm talking Vincent Shavers. I mean, everybody on the list. Cade Petchock, Desan, Riley Van Poppel, Keona. Like, it is going to take a massive entire group effort to slow them down. And that is the way you're going to beat them, is you do not let them get 6.5 yards per carry in the first half. You do not let them get 17 play drives. That is where I think, in all honesty, Nebraska wins or loses this game. Are they able to keep Penn State behind schedule?
Nick, I couldn't agree more. This is going to be a game, and I've said this before, but looking at the conditions and the type of offense that Penn State runs, and more like I said, the conditions, they have a very physical offensive line, obviously 2 physical backs in Allen and Singleton. This is going to be a want-to game.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, because the elements are going to be, I'm cold, I'm getting leaned on. This is going to be a want-to game. Who wants this game? In particular in the trenches. Now, of course, we could say, well, AD, that's every game. Of course it is. But I'm talking about when you have conditions like what's going to be there, you're going to have, I don't know what Nick, a question I'm going to ask you. I don't know what the audience is going to look like, what the crowd is going to look like on Saturday night. It'd be different if it's just going to be cold and maybe 45, but you have a team that's kind of downtrodden, but that still has shown a lot of fight. Obviously, they're playing. They're showing they're playing for themselves and just for each other at this point. Obviously, with the dismissal of Franklin 5 weeks ago,
and they need to win these last 2 to make the bowl game.
So I think, regardless of what the crowd is going to be like, those players, Penn State's players, and those are competitors. That's why they're at Penn State in the first place. I don't see them cashing it in. We haven't seen that so far from them at all. So Saturday night is going to be a want-to game. It's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. It's just who wants to? Who wants it, man?
Yeah.
Who wants it? Well, I got a lot to discuss about that for the next 3 days as well, folks. We'll be right back, folks, with the adjustment on the drive. 937 Ticket.
Fight fans, Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, November 21st for a massive night of cage fighting action. UFC veteran Derek Minner headlines as he faces Missouri's Jacob Ritchie. In the co-main event, Lincoln's Nate Morrow battles Ashton Caniglia, with Sean Lindgren and Jeremy Small throwing down in the featured pro bout. Local prospects Easton Edmund, Boudin, and Andrew Huffman lead the amateur side. 16 total fights are set for another electric night in the cage. Tickets available now at Ticketmaster.com or the arena box office. Fight card subject to change.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the number one fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at CoppellCars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
Hey, Lincoln and the surrounding area. Yin and Yang Acupuncture and Rune Wind Healing Arts is now open at 1701 South 17th Street in Suite 3G and ready to help you improve your general health. If you're experiencing pain, headaches, or any other issues, give Yin and Yang Acupuncture a call today at 402-480-1014 to schedule your appointment. For those struggling with deep tissue pain or just need an experienced massage therapist to melt the stress away, call Rune Wind Healing Arts at 402-601-9721 and schedule your appointment now. Visit Yin and Yang Acupuncture and Rune Wind Healing Arts today in Lincoln at 1701 South 17th Street in Suite 3G.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of showers this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mainly cloudy skies with a light breeze. The high near 49. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies and calm winds. Low around 37. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies return with light winds. The high near 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back with the 80 Attitude Adjustment. Appreciate you riding with us today. It's been a fun time, Nick. It's good to be back in the fold, man. Good to be back in the fold.
It is so good to have you back.
Man, it's good to be back with my little bro. Actually, I can't call you my son, but I'm willing to be your papa.
Más o menos. More or less.
Hope everybody's okay there. There was a power outage. Nick, the text line, if you have any, there was a vehicle that hit a pole, knocked out 600 customers' electricity and power. From my house this morning, the power was on, but the Wi-Fi was acting shady. And it was acting a little shady at the gym too, though. So it wasn't just my house. It was the gym as well. Text line, I know we don't have much time left on here, but let us know too if you had some shadiness going on with your Wi-Fi. But I just seen it come up that where a vehicle hit a utility pole.
Jeez.
And over 600 without power.
Maybe that's why I couldn't pay my bill online either.
That could be true, brother.
Their website wasn't working this morning.
That could be. Even I tried a few of our sports related websites, and I just kept getting an error. And I'm like, what is going on? Yeah. I tried it again on the way to the gym. Error. Tried it at the gym. There was an error, and I was curious if it was going to be an error here or not. But that kind of explains a lot of things. Potentially explains a lot of things. But a vehicle, so the person. And the vehicle's okay, so thoughts and prayers to the vehicle and the first responders that are out there as far as that goes.
Yeah, for sure. AD, we got to talk about, we can dive in deeper to NFL tomorrow when we have more time, but I got to get your initial thoughts on your Steelers beatdown. How about that? Nice win over the...
It was. I'm glad you brought that up because we'll definitely do NFL tomorrow. What I want to talk about, I love Jamar Chase.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a Bush League move, man.
He's suspended one game. He's going to appeal the suspension, though.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to lose about $550,000 all said and done. $55,000 bonus that he had built in his contract. Ooh. $500,000 game check. The thing that was disappointing, because like I said, man, we all make mistakes. Lord knows I've made plenty of mine. So I'm not going to just say this guy's that, this guy's this. He made a dumb decision, and he's got to pay the price for it. But the thing about it is, don't say, nothing came out of my mouth of that guy. Brother, they got 85 million 4C cameras looking at you in high def.
Dang. So yeah, how about this? He's forfeiting $507,156.
Game check.
Wow.
Yep, the game check. He's
been fined a lot.
Because see, Nick, I'm watching that game. Found a nice little spot, like I showed you, man, there in Galveston. I'm watching it, and I see Ramsey. I'm like, Ramsey, what are you doing? Yeah. I was like, bro, come on, you got to be better than that.
Second guy always gets caught.
And then after the game, they had I'm like, Ramsey,
yeah,
I apologize, because you know what? You're better man than me, because I would have probably took him by his neck and slammed him.
Sure.
That is one of the sickest things you can do to somebody is spit on him.
I agree.
And so, like I said, he did good by just giving him one piece, because he would have got a two-piece, and maybe he would have definitely got throat punched.
Yeah. How about this? Jamar Chase has been fined quite a bit in his career. Back in 2022, fined $23,870 for multiple unsportsmanlike conduct penalties against Pittsburgh. December 9th, 2022, he was fined $15,914 for taunting against the Chiefs. In 2024, he was fined $31,599 for verbally abusing an official against the Kansas City Chiefs. And then in 2024, in October, fined $19,697 for an obscene gesture made against the Baltimore Ravens. Okay. And then now today, suspended one game for unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, spitting against Pittsburgh, forfeiting $507,156 in salary and bonus with the Bengals.
Cubsker says, I don't love Jamar. Dude got instant karma. Ramsey shouldn't have been ejected. Here we go.
That is crazy.
Yeah, Jamar's got to grow up a little bit, man. And he's too talented to be doing stupid stuff like that, man. I mean,
his base salary this year is only 8.1.
And you know, Nick, the thing about it, it's like these guys forget there's cameras. And for him to, you know what? He should have said, you know what? I lost it. I made a mistake. I lost it. Dumb decision by me. You know what? He's still going to get suspended. He still would have got suspended, but you don't lose as much respect when you just went up there. Nothing out of my mouth came out at that guy.
How about this?
You know, Billy, you were still dribble on your beard.
Yeah. AD, I mean, here's the deal, dude. This is crazy. The way that these contracts are built up. So in 2025, Jamar Chase is making $8 million. Next year, it goes up to $17.7 million in base salary. In 2027, it goes up from 17.7 to 23.9. In 2028, it goes up to 31.9. And then in 2029, he gets paid $43,316 in base salary for a wide receiver. That's close to quarterback money there.
Yeah. Well, Higgins is going to have to be that guy next week. And, you know, that's a team that was fighting to get into the playoffs, too, and to do their deal. So it's a big hit, man. It's a big hit for them. Bill and Bennett, I'm with you. Spitting on the person is just gross. Cubsker, yes, remember A.J. Green going at I do Rams. And that's a nice picture of the mower out there, Ohio Husker on the course. I see you getting the greens taken care of. You know what, Nick? I'm telling you something right now. At 21, at 11, at 51 years old right now, if you spit on me, we're going to fight. I'm sorry. But if you spit on me, you know what? People say, well, try Jesus, because I'm throwing hands if you spit. That is the most disgusting thing that you can do, is spit on somebody. Can't understand it.
All right, AD, what you got?
Well, the AD attitude adjustment, if somebody spits on you, give them a two-piece.
Yeah, exactly. Left, right, jab.
Right, jab. No, the AD attitude adjustment is this, folks. Time. It doesn't get refunded. You can't renew it. You can't recycle it. So you better take care of the time that you have. It's the most precious resource. I was thinking about that, Nick, this whole trip, you know, out there, just in some woosah time, you know, just prayer and meditation. Woosah. It's like, you know what, man? Appreciate time, folks. Time. And when you're having fun, have fun. When you work. But understand, you can't get it back. Folks, we will be back tomorrow. We'll discuss some more Huskers, breaking down things more between the lines, both on the offensive, defensive side. Also talk some NFL. Is the kingdom over down south in KC? We'll talk to you tomorrow, folks. It's The Drive.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Fight fans, Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, November 21st for a massive night of cage fighting action. UFC veteran Derek Minner headlines as he faces Missouri's Jacob Ritchie. In the co-main event, Lincoln's Nate Morrow battles Ashton Caniglia, with Sean Lindgren and Jeremy Small throwing down in the featured pro bout. Local prospects Easton Edmund, Boudin, and Andrew Huffman lead the amateur side. 16 total fights are set for another electric night in the cage. Tickets available now at Ticketmaster.com or the arena box office. Fight card subject to change.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.